going to get to my Etsy page. The question was asked about swipe files. So I was going to kind of go over that, what they are, how you use them, that kind of thing. And I'm recording this so that hopefully once my internet gets going, later today I can upload that. But here's hoping. I'll have it saved. I'll get it uploaded at some point. Basically, I know people have heard of swipe files from the Handmade Alpha group. Is what Starless got them labeled as. So, uploaded at some point. Oh, my videos. Hold on. Basically, got it. I've never actually seen hers. I know people have them, and she sent them out in an email or something. But I was kind of doing that before and didn't know that's what they called it, I guess. But basically, what a swipe file is a pre-made file message where you can, I think, she emailed them out so you could kind of copy and paste it and fix it so that you basically, I guess why they call them a swipe files, because you can hit a button and send it, and there it is, and it's a quick way to send messages to customers that involve, information on their order, little messages about, your order has been mailed for you, and leave us a review later, let us know you received it, or, different things like that. Basically, they're pre-set up so you don't have to spend your day typing them in. It's a time saver for you. So you don't have to spend all day typing in these messages. Hang on. I've got to move that off. Sorry, my thing is not working right. My webcam is just not working right today. So we're going to do away with that and just record. And hopefully this is going to record my, we'll see if it doesn't work, I'll redo it. Just record my screen like it's supposed to. But basically, what it is that it's just a time saver for you, so that you can just click it and send. So I'm sorry, I got distracted, y'all. But what you can do is, she sends out like a little sample thing of what you can do, and you can kind of make it your own. You can fix these files and then upload them onto Etsy, and you can make save them in little templates that you can click on and use and send to your customer for whatever reason. Now, it may just be something simple like some of the ones I have, or it could be if you have a message where some people ask you the same stupid question a million times, you might want to type it up, your automatic response that you're going to send to answer this repeatable ask question, so that you don't have to sit down and type that answer all the time. You can click, here's the message for this, and send it on its merry little way. So that's kind of what that's for. I have, here on Etsy, they have something, they call it a snippet file. Okay? Basically, you save a little snippet message that you send to the customer. So basically, it's the place where you put your swipe file. Now, some of the reasons to use these, again, like say if you have the repeat question that multiple customers ask as to, hopefully we won't have it anymore since we have the personalization box, but it used to be, how do I leave my personalization? And you had to constantly type in the message of where do you leave it at, So it would be something like that. Or maybe the message of, when will my order ship kind of thing. So what I have done is created some for myself that are just ready messages that I can click on and send to the customer. And for this one, actually, let me see if I've sent it yet. If I haven't sent it, I'm going to send it. I have not. So this customer did a custom order last night and she paid. So what I usually do with any order that comes in, I have a file that's set up and it says, I have one that says your order is packed and ready to go. Your order is in line. Needed details. You can put this item comes, personalized or whatever detail you might need. And you can save it. And edit it or whatever you need, and send it on to the customer. So you need, I need your details before I can make your item. So, or like this one here, what I'm going to send to them is a message to let them know that I'm going to be making their items being made and is in line to be made today. So I have an order in line message, and basically all it says is your order has been received and is in line to be processed. You will get an email letting you know when it is complete and ready to ship. Okay, so hit send. There it goes. That way the customer knows, yeah, they got my order, because sometimes they don't pay these messages. Etsy sends them any attention. They're looking for something more personal from you. It's a good way to just keep communication with your customer on a personal level. Because, even later, Etsy sends those automatic emails out about leave your review. But it's coming from Etsy. So it's not as personal. So, I send this message. I let them know, I'm getting ready to make your order, and you'll get another message shortly to let you know when it's ready to ship. And or say if our turnaround time is 10 days, your order has been received, it is in line to be processed. It takes approximately this many days is our turnaround time. Normally we start processing your order within X amount of days or whatever. However it is you want to make your message, and you just send it to the customer. So I'll send that to customers. I get a little message back a lot of time. They're like, "Thank you. I'm so glad you my order went through fine, and thanks for letting me updating me." Customers like that kind of thing. When I complete their order, I have a second one that I send, and I'm not gonna hit send on this one, but I'm gonna show it to you. So then I would go back in again, hit my little conversation button, and I'd click on here, and I have order packed and ready to go message. So once I complete the order and I'm getting ready to print my shipping label, they're going to automatically get a shipping notification from Etsy that it's shipped. Sometimes they see it, sometimes they don't. They don't know where to look for it. People will message me later and say, do you have any updates on my item? I still haven't received it. Has it shipped? Blah, blah, blah. They don't know where to go in their Etsy account to track a package, basically. So I developed one that basically says your order has been completed and is now being packed to ship out, and should I need to fix this. It got messed up. And should be, it's supposed to have arriving in there. I don't know what happened. Arriving to you in a few days. You can check under your purchase history for tracking information. Keep in mind that it does take a few days to update, and some post offices do not scan them, so you may find no movement for 1 to 2 days. And the next, on one, I think I put it no movement on one day, and the next day it looks like it jumped 3 states at one time. I put a little note that I do keep a track on them. But if you find that there's an issue, please let me know, and I will check on it for you. Once it arrives, please let us know that it arrived okay, or leave us a review so we know all went well with your shipment. Thank you for your purchase. since I started doing this one, and I will hit this one and send it, while I'm packing it, then I'll print my label to get the one that it's shipped. I have had a higher number of reviews left. Simply by sending this one message, because they get that. They see I'm letting them know their message is on their way. It lets them know they can check under their purchase history to keep a track on it and track it so they're not constantly messaging me. And, and it also is that little spot you can ask them to leave a review without being harassing on please leave me a review. That, when you do it this way, they think, okay, that's a good way for me to let them know that I got it and it's okay. And they'll leave a review. Although my stuff seems to get there faster sometimes, they don't, maybe by the time they get it, it's not allowing them to leave the review at that time. I have had that people tell me that because it ships so fast, and Etsy makes it, several days out before they can leave one because it's allowing time for it to ship and get there. And a lot of times my stuff has gotten there faster than Etsy thinks it would. But I have had a huge increase of reviews since I put this in place. This before Christmas I started doing this with this message. And I'm finding, I might get 1 or 2 or 3 reviews a day, depending on how many I had shipped out, where people get their package and they send me a review to let me know, they'll put a little review of the product. And a lot of times send me a personal message. Thank you so much. My item arrived fine, whatever. But it just is kind of an encouragement for them to leave that review. And, because it's a click or a swipe of a button here, it makes it get there faster. So that's what these are good for. Excuse me. I'm not sure exactly how Starla had hers, because again, I haven't ever actually seen hers. I didn't download them from her, but I know it's, from what I've understood, it's a similar type thing. And then some people have them set up that they can hit a swipe file and send a customer, a coupon, in there to encourage a new sale. You can't do that, as a thank you for a review, but you could send one when you send this message that says, please let us know when thank you for your purchase. Here's a coupon for, if you would like to purchase again, as a basically something like that. Or, you can, basically the message has to be related into the current sale, but you can send them it's your order shipped and processed, and here's a coupon link for your next purchase if you would like for a 20% discount as a thank you, or something like that. But setting these up is really, really easy. You have to go in to, like, you're going to send a message, right? And you could type your message in and put, let's say, if you have some kind of question that maybe a customer may not have answered and you need it all the time, and you can put a message that says, something like this. You have a question that you need. You can hit this and you can go, you type it in, and then you put save as a new snippet. And then you give it a name. Chain linked questions, or maybe a please verify your address message. You could type your little message up for that and then name it, address verification message. And then you hit save, and you have to put a name on here. Maybe I'm going to change this and put, since I need to do one anyway. And then you would put down here, So I'm going to do one that's for, you get those little messages about your address not being correct. So I'm going to put a please verify your address one. And it says, like, I'm getting ready I'm getting your items ready to ship. And they are packing. Let's see, how am I want to do it? I'm going to change this altogether. I'm getting ready to ship. Okay. I don't know. I can't think how I want to word it, but let's see. Get ready to ship your item. I get a message from the post office that the address is incorrect. Sometimes okay, and then I'm gonna put that in there. So I've messaged, basically, it could be a slight problem with your address, but if you could please verify that we have the correct address and so that we can get your item shipped out as soon as possible. So then I'm going to save this as a little snippet. So now, say if I need to send that message to a customer to verify their address, I can just click this, go to the please verify your address snippet, and add it on here automatically. Click, you're done. It just keeps you from having to go back and take the 3 or 4 minutes it just took me to save this to do it. So it's basically a time saver, but that's how you would use them. And some of the reasons why you would use it, just to just keep customers up to date, or to, if you need to, certain questions that you find you're typing yourself, having to do all the time, or answering certain questions all the time. Just a little quick way to save these for, in here on Etsy so that you can use them. And, I have found that, if you send that little message, that lets the customer know, you've got their order and you're getting ready to process it, that they really like that. I've also found that, just again, sending that one when you do ship it so that they get the message that, hey, my order's on my way, and that little, slight reminder right there. If you could please leave us a review. I have really, really found that, my reviews have increased by doing that. So, I find that really useful. Even though they're getting that message from Etsy that it's shipped, that's a good way for you to keep it personal and kind of ask for that review there, because you don't want to go message them later and say, hey, I see you got the item, can you leave me a review? That seems more like you're bugging them, and Etsy's already going to bug them for you on that to remind them, so you don't want to do it twice like you're antsy to make sure. So if you just kind of leave that little hint earlier, a lot of times that sticks with the customer and they go back and answer you. Hopefully, this is kind of answers your question and shows you how to do it, and where it comes in handy. And if you have any more questions, you're not sure where to do it, but to do those, you just kind of go to your order. You have to go like you're going to send a message in order to save it. But you can do it from here, and you can also do it in the conversation area. Say you were here and you're doing conversations and you're getting ready to send a message, you can save your snippets here too. And you can manage them here from this little file with a flag on it. You could type one in here and save it. So if you just want to go in and set up a bunch to save for later, you can just go to any random conversation. It doesn't matter because you're not going to send it to the customer. Type them in, name it, save, clear it out, type your next one in, name it, save. And that way you can have them all set up and ready to go. So you just go to this click down and see which one you need. And if you find one's not working or you don't need it anymore, you can trash it and add a new one. I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can add. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. But I think you can add, as many as you need to. But hopefully that kind of answers your question for you. I'm going to sign off now because I do have some orders to do. And I need to do a few things around the house. Because the guy's coming to fix my internet this afternoon. So, hopefully by later today, I can have the video that I'm making actually uploaded on to YouTube so everybody can get this information and put it to use. And I'm going to go back and I will see y'all later.